Right, we're trying something completely different here. I'm starting something called What's Your Problem? And you can tab out or minimize the screen because this will be spoken only. This is basically, I'm going to start off by explaining what my issue of today is, and hopefully, other people can feel free to say what their issues are. Um, it's kind of like sharing. Dear John Letter, imagine it like that, which is useful as that's actually my name. My name is John. So what we're going to do is I'll talk about myself, and because you've got friends and everything like that you can talk to, we all do. But when you got real issues and you don't know how to explain it to somebody, having someone anonymous be able to kind of, disconnected from the situation, being able to overlook it and give you an opinion helps. Well, in my theory it does. So I'm going to do this, and if anybody actually feels that it can help them and they may want to give me some information or ask a question or tell me about a situation, then feel free. Now, you can leave it completely anonymous, that's fine, or you can change your name, it's fine. I'm not gonna expose anybody's anonymity no matter what the situation. So anyway, today, for me, my issue, what's my problem? My problem is, I started work this morning, everything was fine, drove round, and it was great. I'm a engineer slash delivery driver, depending on the situation. And main issue today, which kind of got me on edge, was I crashed. It was chucking it down with snow. I went round a corner, lost control of the vehicle. I was only doing 10 miles an hour, if that, and there was ice under the snow, which meant I just had no traction, and I drove head on into a metal gate as well, just to top it off, which completely crumpled in the front of my car and buckled out on my wheels. And me, being stubborn as hell as I am, decided I was going to drive back like that. Not the best idea, because when driving with wheel out of alignment, it's kind of dangerous because, you can imagine it's basically two wheels trying to go in different directions on ice, not a good thing. And I had a 100-mile drive like that. So as you can imagine, every 3 seconds I thought I was going to die. So that was my thing, which really got to me. But then, I sat there and I thought, I can get all the insurance, I can do this, that and the other, and it's fine. And I actually spoke to my parents, and they were suggesting ideas, which it did actually help. But the thing which kind of really upset me, believe it or not, the stupidest thing in the world that upset me is my son's favourite pet fish has passed away. And why it's his favourite is he named it, and he always checks it, and he always feeds it, and it is his treasure, and he's gone. And I'm stuck on the dilemma of having to tell him or replace it. Now, replacing it would probably be the easiest deal. But what happens if he finds out or realises or notices? Or I could tell him, and then I have to sit there and actually see him upset and see me upsetting him by explaining the situation to him. So, I don't know. I'm kind of torn as to what to do, because I either tell him and see him get upset over it and then go from there and try and comfort him, or I don't tell him and I replace it and hope that it all goes away. Now, neither is a bad idea, neither is a good idea, but the problem is which one was right. Now, it depends on situations and everything, obviously, but I don't know, it's a tough one, really. But that's my main issue today. Obviously, smashing up my car and, smashing the bonnet and the the bumper in and ripping up the side panel and buckling the wheel and all the other things that went wrong with it, and the drive home, which was a 100-mile drive at like 30-40 miles an hour because I was terrified as it was snowing at the time. That was a big impact, but obviously the stupid little thing of the fish. My God, a fish. People eat them all the time. What's the issue? The issue is it's a pet and it's cared about. But that's the thing which kind of really kind of got to me. And I sat there and thought about it, and I said it to mates and stuff like that, and their reaction is, oh, there's not a lot of reaction you can give. So what the idea of this is if you've got a situation or an issue or something that's upset you, or something that's playing on your mind, or something which, you want to hear somebody else's perspective, but you don't want to exactly turn to your friends and ask. That's what this is for. That's what this is about. And it's just here to help. And if this does pick up, then what I'm going to do is every week, depending on how many I get, if by some miracle there was actually loads of messages come through, then I'd probably do it every night to every other night. If not, it'll be every week. If not, it'll be whenever somebody actually sees this. And if people do message in here, I will reply no matter what the situation. It doesn't matter. So as long as you message, you will be answered. Yeah, that's about it really. I will ask one thing though. This might go, a lot of people might think this is trying to get popular or something like that, but the thumbs up. Now, you don't have to thumbs up. I'm not asking you. I'm not trying to pressurize you into thumbsing up. But think of it this way: the more people that thumbs up, the more this gets recognised. The more this gets recognised, the more this can reach out to those people who might have an issue and not know who to talk to. I'm not saying I'm a Samaritan, far from it. But I do like to help, it's my nature. And if somebody is there and they do need a hand, or they do need somebody to talk to, or something, anything, then I'd rather do what I can to help than to do nothing and see something bad happen. But it's down to you. Anyway, for now, thank you, and if this does work, then there'll be a series on it. If not, then simply there won't. Thanks, this is John speaking, and goodbye.